Dr. Chris Ramsey,
Yes?
this is for you.
Thanks.
Sure.
Dr. Carvey to 410 East. Dr. Sherry Carvey to 410 East.
Brittany Michaels, please. Tell her it's Chris Ramsey. Miss Michaels, I just got your delivery. Yeah, this lawsuit will be laughed out of court. No, I don't owe Lance Pharmaceuticals jack. All right, you paid me for the DL56 formula. I provided it. Now, because Devlin has the patent before you got it, hey, that's your problem, not mine. No. You listen to me. If you put a lien on my condo, if you garnish my wages, you will find yourself on the receiving end of a countersuit. Goodbye.
You are in exactly the same position you were in when I left you this morning.
I'm sorry, but I have a million ideas for this novel. I just can't seem to get them out fast enough.
Yeah, well, no wonder the keyboard is smoking. So, what's this one about?
Well, it's definitely not a murder mystery. It's about a child who disappears and this woman's search to find him. I don't know how it's going to turn out yet, but I think I'm onto something.
Oh, well, don't let me interrupt. I'll just go hang out in my room.
Eve,
Yes?
you could interrupt me for just a moment.
I was hoping you'd say that.
This is all your fault, you know. It was up there in the church ruins. There was something about the look on your face that just inspired me to write again.
Well, it was a beautiful setting.
Yes, it was. But it was you. I haven't wanted to write anything since the General Homicide murders.
Well, a couple of killers decide to use your novel as a manual for murder. I can understand your concern.
I didn't think I'd want to create anything ever again. And this friend of mine got me to leave the house, live a little. I karaoke'd, I limboed. Next thing I knew, I was in love and life was good. Thank you.
Boy, if you're trying to make me believe you're the most wonderful man in the world, it's so working.
Okay, Audrey, make sure that all the guests are there before Lee and Gail get there. Yes, I know you know how a surprise works. I was just, you know. Uh-huh. Yeah. This is gonna be one hell of a anniversary party for them. Okay. I'll catch you later, Audrey.
Hey.
I can't wait to announce my engagement to such a beautiful queen.
Yeah. Me too.
You're engaged to a queen?
Oh, how can you joke at a time like this?
Oh, here we go.
Look, Scott, I was up half the night thinking about Eve having Dee-Dee's baby.
Women have babies all the time, you know? We don't know that this is Bordizzo's baby. Maybe Eve had a baby before or after she met Bordizzo. Did that ever cross your mind?
Oh, come on, think about it, please. Would you just think? Eve has this huge secret about David Bordizzo. Chris said Eve having a baby was a huge secret. Eve dated David Bordizzo, and I use dated a term loosely, but still, he...
Enough of that, come on.
Okay, but I know. Eve had David Bordizzo's baby. I just know it.
Okay, let's say hypothetically. Hypothetically, I'm saying, what's that got to do with us, huh?
That's the part that I'm... Well, I haven't quite worked that part out yet, but I will.
Mr. Baldwin, could I have a word?
212.
What is it, Dr. Ramsey?
Lance Pharmaceuticals is suing me.
Yes, I was notified.
Yeah, well, they're threatening to put a lien on my condo and garnish my wages. I want to know what the hospital is planning to do about it.
Well, what do you expect us to do about it? I mean, Lance has the right to get their money back.
Come on, that company has millions of dollars. How is putting a lien against my home going to make a difference to them?
You sold them a drug that you did not have the patent for. It's the principle of the thing,
No,
you see?
no. I was paid to perfect the formula, which I did. Now, Lance was responsible for securing the patent.
Semantics, Dr. Ramsey. I'll bet you knew all along that Devlin owned the rights.
No, I didn't. And as hospital counsel, I would appreciate some help.
Well, I'm also Julie's attorney, and I may advise her to sue you as well for selling that drug without her consent.
She wouldn't do that. We're friends.
Oh, well, then congratulations. You'll only have one lawsuit to worry about.
Oh, wait. Does the hospital intend to garnish my wages?
It is in the best interest of General Hospital to cooperate with Lance. Didn't you say that during your hearing?
Thanks for your help, Counselor.
Dr. Ramsey, you're lucky you have a job at all.
So tell me more about this missing kid in your book. How old is he?
He's about 9 or 10.
What does he look like?
Well, I'm not really sure yet. I have this image in my head. It's kind of like what happened to John Falls when he was writing The French Lieutenant's Woman. What happened is he saw a woman staring out over the ocean. And when she turned back to face him, he suddenly understood the structure of his book.
So what's your image?
Of a young boy in an immense, empty room, staring out a bay window. The sunlight bathes him in a soft, glowing silhouette. So far, I've only been able to see him from the back.
What's he staring at?
I don't know. But this child is definitely an old soul.
Wow, you sound like you know him.
Well, I think in some ways I do. I just don't quite understand where it all comes from yet.
Hey! What happened to all the inspiration I was radiating?
I'm basking on the inside. I guess I could take a little break now. All right, I admit it. You're an amazing muse.
Yeah, well, what can I say? You bring it out in me. In fact, you bring out a lot of things I didn't ever feel before.
Such as?
Well, the other day I actually caught myself feeling optimistic about my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That must have been awful. Did you lie down until it passed?
I liked it. But don't get me wrong, if I ever start singing that Tomorrow song from Annie, you have my permission to euthanize me.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I just, never expected my life to go anywhere, you know? I was never optimistic about it. Until now. You've actually made me believe that wonderful things can happen to me. To us.
It's because they are. So, what brought on this attack of glass-half-fullism?
The other day, Victor and Mary's wedding, I was actually very, very okay with the fact that Lucy and Scott were engaged.
So was I. Feels good to have your emotions hinged only on yourself, not on anybody else.
Well, for a long time after Scott and my breakup, I thought that everything was my fault. That I screwed everything up and I let him down somehow. And it was very hard to lose that feeling.
And now?
And now I believe everything happens the way it's supposed to.
Being okay with Scott and Lucy's engagement has made me feel hopeful for the future, too.
I'm in the right place with the right person. And I couldn't be happier.
Me too.
wonder where Eve's baby could be now. I mean, do you think she maybe put the baby up for adoption? Or maybe she's hiding it out somewhere, maybe with that sister of hers. Where was her sister?
This is none of our business.
Scott, Eve had a baby with the man who kidnapped me, and you're saying this is not my concern?
No, I'm saying Bordiso could be mixed up in her life for a number of reasons. One was my mother, two is Eve, but
Nothing. Come on, I am sick and tired of speculating. Bordiso's not about to cough up any answers. We have to get the facts from Eve.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good. It's just that, you know, I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't want to hurt Eve. I mean, maybe we should just let it lie.
No, I can't do that, but I don't want to hurt Eve.
Are you sure, Lucy? Because you never liked the girl.
No, I promise, this isn't about not liking Eve. This is about Bordiso. Come on, the man, he convinced me. He made me think we were friends, you know, and he kept me away from you and Serena.
I know, and I am going to get him for that. Believe you me. However, I just don't know if his involvement with Eve really has anything to do with us.
We can't know that, can we, until we get the facts? Look, Eve hid the fact that she had a baby with Bordiso. We need to find out what else she could possibly be hiding.
Well, yeah, you're right. There's obviously more to the story than she's let on.
Yes, I am right, and we need to find out all the pieces of the story. Look, we don't even know exactly why David Bordiso came after us in the first place. And in this case, I don't think ignorance is bliss.
But, no, but I want to know as much as you do. I do.
Okay. Well, good then. Come on. Eve can take some tough questions. She's not exactly a cream puff, you know.
Well, she's not exactly a witch either.
No, she's not. But she could very well be the key to this whole thing.
Yeah, well, if that brings us closer to Bordiso, that would bring us closer to stopping him for good.
You're right. Do you realize that Bordiso was still perfectly willing to take me out of the country with him, even after I regained my memory? I want to know once and for all what we are facing with him.
Okay. You've convinced me. If Eve knows more than she's letting on, we do have to get it out of her.
Chris, certainly surprised to hear from you. Thought maybe you were still mad after our disagreement.
Well, just consider it pre-wedding jitters.
You said Julie Jr. and I were on our own.
Well, you have to expect me to freak out a little. I mean, you wanted me to plant drugs on someone.
But you called me. So am I to assume you've had a change of heart?
If it'll help you and the baby, I'm willing to discuss it. Reevaluated, and I think the risk is worth a 70-30 split.
Wrong answer, Poopsie.
Julie, I'm the one taking all the risk here. But fine, I'll be a gentleman. What do you say to a 60-40 split?
Tell you what, Chris. I'll give you 10%.
Are you crazy?
Take it or leave it.
What's with the hardball tactic? I thought we were friends.
We're good friends. But unfortunately, friendship and business don't mix.
I can't go along with this. It's 40% less than the original agreement.
If you still want money, 10% is better than nothing.
You're never going to get that baby out of there without my help.
I'm going to do this with or without you. You're very resourceful, I'll give you that. But so am I. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
I'm not going to risk jail for a lousy 10%.
Okay, I understand. I suppose this means the wedding is off, too. Oh, well. It was fun while it lasted. Bye-bye, Poopsie. We can't trust anybody, baby. It's just you and me. No one else. Oh, shh.
Yes, it's okay.
Mommy's gonna do what she should have done all along.
Wait a second. Now listen. Let me do the talking. I don't want you to go in there and bombard Eve.
I am not going to bombard Eve. I'm just going to ask her a very simple question.
That's a heck of an understatement, Lucy.
Come on, don't worry. I promise I will be very sensitive.
Famous last words.
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
Lucy. Scott?
Sorry that we didn't call before we came over, but could we just come in for a minute?
Well, sure. Of course. Come on
Thank
in.
you.
Shouldn't you two be getting Lee and Gail to their surprise party by now?
Yeah, we're on our way over there.
We just needed to, see Eve first.
Aha! My ears were burning. Hi, Scott. Hi, Lucy.
Hey,
What is this about me?
we just kind of want to ask you a couple of questions.
Well, it must be important if you came here first before you went to the party.
Yeah, well, Eve, we really need the truth about Bordizzo.
Ah, not again.
She's already answered these questions. You've heard everything you need to know.
Are you absolutely positive of that, Doc? I'm just not quite convinced.
Well, that's too bad, Lucy, because guess what? You don't get to pick through my life on your whims.
This is not a whim. I promise. I don't enjoy barging in on the two of you like this at all. This is really about David Bordizzo and the truth. We want him out of our lives. We've had it with him. He's dangerous and we want him gone. And I think that's what you want too, right?
Of course it is. In fact, I would be thrilled if I never had to see his face or hear his name ever again.
Good. Then please, please help us fight him.
I don't have any information for you.
I think you do, Eve. So please, just for once, tell us the truth.
Oh, that is rich, Lucy, coming from you, isn't it?
Oh, hey, girls, just calm down here a second, all right? Look, you tried to warn us about Bordizzo, and we didn't listen.
You underestimated him.
Yes, we did. You said he was dangerous, and he is. I'm sure Kevin told you that even though Lucy got her memory back, he tried to take her out of the country. I mean, who knows what he had planned for? The guy's got an agenda, and we got to stop him. Now, will you please tell us anything else you know about him?
I already told you. I don't have any more information.
All right, you have your answer. Let's just leave it alone.
Eve, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but I do have to ask you something very personal.
Hey, listen, drawing this out isn't making it any easier. I know you had a baby, and we need to know if it was DV's baby.
Julie Devlin, please. Yeah, I'll hold. 10% is better than zip. Yes. What do you mean she's unavailable? No, this is an emergency. No, fine. I'll just try again later.
Hi, thanks for stopping. My car broke down a ways back. I've been looking for help, but this road is deserted. Plus, as you can see, I'm pregnant. I know I shouldn't be hitchhiking. There's a lot of crazy people around, but I would really appreciate it if you could give me a lift into Port Charles.
No problem. Hop in.
Who the hell do you think you are to ask me a question like that?
Look, Eve, I know you had a baby.
You're out of line, Lucy.
Why would you even say such a thing? Did Davy tell you about this? Is that what it was?
No, he didn't tell me.
Then who would make up a lie like that?
Look, it really was a reliable source.
You're not getting off that easy, Lucy, okay? You're not getting off that easy. I want to know who would say such a thing about me. Who?
Okay, fine. You want to hear it, then I will tell you. Your very good friend, Chris Ramsey, that's who leaked it.
Why would Chris Ramsey start a rumor like that?
Doc, it's not a rumor. It's the truth. And judging from your reaction, it is DV's baby, isn't it? It is. So is this it? Is this the big reason DV came to town? Why he's causing all this trouble? Where's the baby? Where does it live now? Is this all what everything's been about?
I think we've run off here with her.
Yes. I had Davy's baby. You figured out my big, bad secret. I had a child and I lost it. My baby's dead. My baby's dead. Are you happy now? Is that
Tonight, quiz shows were America's passion, but a scandal revealed they were rigged and brought an end to it all. Nominated for 4 Academy Awards, Quiz Show on the ABC Big Picture Show. Tonight.